Ride TV day 4, here we are, second day of the teams. Now, we had the first day of the teams on Tuesday, and it was a close run affair. We're surfing 2 different peaks, and variety being the spice of life, and what we've done today is swap the peaks, so different teams going on to different peaks. But I have a very important person to comment on this today, which is John Watson, aka the Jon Snow or the David Dimbleby of the surf kite world. This man is like Data from Star Trek. So, John, what did you think about day 1 of the team competition, which is on Tuesday? What did you think about the results and particularly how England did?
We had a very sociable day down on the beach, I think, with our friends from Portugal, Scotland and your very good self.
Excellent. Was there some banter going on back and forward between the teams? There were certainly some costumes from the English.
Well, we had a nice English flag put on the beach there. Beautiful it was.
Yeah.
Euskadi, the Basque country, came along and put a great big cross across it. They basquedised it. Yeah. Nice. And then you're the team manager of England, so what advice have you given to the team today to sort of get them pepped up, ready to get into the finals? Our advice today is it's an English National Conserve Energy Day today.
Is it? Conserve energy, yes. Recycle, reuse.
Well, get out there, have an enjoyable surf, practice on that peak, and then we need to be ready to have a good day with you, the Welsh, with the Basques, and I don't know, perhaps the Irish.
Yes, so what's your hot tip? Who do you reckon is going to be coming in there? Is it 4 teams into the final?
4 teams in the final.
So you're tipping the Irish?
I think the Irish were, Irish Americans it could be, but we would love to have the Irish there as well.
Okay, so there we see it, the swingometer towards the Irish with David Dimbleby here. Okay, so here we are out back of the competition area where people got all their vans and of course all their boats. We'll do a little pit walk and have a little look around at what people have got. So we start off, we've got Tim's HP boat here. This is a short boat, so you've got your 3 fins set up in the back, big wide area to get lots of lift, lots of speed out of it. And in this cockpit here, we've got little things like the T-pieces to hold you in. One of the critical areas of any surf kite is connection with the boats. You really want to be locked down. So Tim's using the T-piece in that one, in his Zenith. That's a high-performance boat there. Another high-performance boat, or a sort of a hybrid, if you like, is the Eclipse. This is a sort of a long, short boat, so you can see here. It's more like a kind of a classic, almost slalom style. Holding in here, we've got a strap. A lot of paddlers are using straps which run round their backs here, clip them in, locks them down, so when they're only trying to connect with the lip, they get themselves up and lift up. This one here, I'm using this one, no fins at the moment. We were just talking with Urko about fins, whether you do or don't use fins, depends on the size of the wave. Certainly yesterday it would be nice to have some in. Let's go on. This is an IC boat, so you can see it's much, much longer. What's the size they have to be, Ed?
3 meters.
3 meters, thanks very much. So these have to be 3 meters long, and you're not allowed to use fins in these ones. But more and more modern paddlers, again, are locking themselves down into these boats to make sure they get good connection, so they can get good rail-to-rail surfing. So this is a classic IC boat here, and a winning one as well. Moving on round the pits, this is quite interesting. This is the designer of all the ride kayaks. This is James's boat. Now, he has some pretty funky stuff going on with his seats. We need to have a look at this. This man has his own CNC machine, hand built by him, which means he can do stuff like this. Look at this bowl seat. Look where his bum gets connection. Beautiful, beautiful foam work. I wish I had my own CNC machine. And he made it himself. Radical. Right, moving along, moving along. Here we have a foam board. Don't want that.
Whoa.
Leave it out. Bit warm. Now, here we have the chief mechanic for the Irish team, renowned across the world, brilliant at tyre changes, oil changes, anything you need, and also making hot sandwiches for everybody. What is the chief thing that the Irish team need in terms of boat setup from you, the mechanic?
Sustenance.
Sustenance is key.
Yes.
In or out of the boat.
And we need to keep the bottom of the boats waxed.
And are you sponsored by L'Oreal?
No, what's the other one where we must, it's for me.
It's for you?
Yes.
I have no idea.
It's for me.
Because you're worth it.
You are worth it.
Because I'm worth it.
You damn well are.
Oh yeah, babe.
Go for it, Bernie.
Don't you know, babe?
Okay, so boat names is one key thing, and you have some reasonable names, and then you do have some controversy coming in. We have here the Screamer. Now, who that was named after, I have no idea, but haven't met them, may have heard them, you never know. Okay, so we just by the RPF team, they've got their pit area going on here. I did mention on the opening ceremony about the motorcycle display team. Now, unfortunately, that didn't actually happen because they were going to release a dove when they all got on the pyramid, and the dove itself just didn't, they hadn't paid the appearance fee, so the dove just, no show, so they didn't bring the bike out. So maybe later on we'll see it. They are talking in discussions with the dove. They might reach a settlement. Greece has to be consulted. Another boat in the pits here. We've got a Murky Waters boat. Some of you, if you do squirt boating or anything like that, will know Murky Waters. You know, American, Canadian boats. Interesting deck plate on this. This is basically to stop any impact. If you get a really big hit on a wave, it'll blow your deck and you're away. So this is to stop a little bit of that. And again, you've got the full belt running down and around, locking somebody in. Real bucket seat in this one. And the other thing is seat height. People are sitting higher and higher, emulating what you see in a ski, basically to get more leverage on the turns, get your body out, really get on the rails of the boat. Let's have a look over here. We start lurking here. These are the random boats. Darren, who does the random boats, did the Ride Evo, but he's also quite a pilot. He just carries on designing. How everyone buys them, keeps up, God knows. But he does some crazy stuff. Step over. He's currently experimenting with a 4 or 5 fin design. This is something we've seen in surf boats. You've got some good V running through the bottom. Look at the width of this thing as well. That's going to get lots of lift underneath, and you get good drive through the fins. You will see the random boats. These guys are surfing short, powerful beach breaks, so they need to get in there, get up to the lip with plenty of drive to hit it off the top. They're surfing different sort of waves than we do in Europe. Deadly. Right, here we are with Darren Basson. How many times have you run the worlds? 4. Quite a lot, much more than most of us stood around here. and designer and owner of Random Kayak, so quite happy with that hat. Now, Darren, just want to talk boat design with you because you've pushed the limits of what's going on. So we've got your latest boat here, which is the Quad. Yeah. Do you want to just talk us through it, where you're going, where the fins are set up, where you're going with the whole shape, and why you're doing that?
Well, I want to perform like a wave ski, not kayak.
Perfect. So you just want to get what? Drive up the face.
More drive.
And is that coming about because of some of the waves that you're surfing at home being really punchy waves?
Yeah, it's sucky waves, but it seems to work here as well because you can drive off the foam pile.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen you kind of getting a lot of drive and keeping the boat lifted through there.
It's a small boat, so the thruster version was kind of sluggish, so I thought, how do I make it faster? Tried the Quad.
Yeah.
And the Quad just drives from every turn. If you want to slash more, I put little fins in.
Yeah.
If you want to drive like a big point break, I put all the big fins in, and I've never had that much grip. It splits your ass. You've got that much grip.
And can you just show us your seat, because you're sitting about as high as I've seen anyone sitting about, which is safe. It's because of the ski.
No, it's because I'm short.
Well, there is that. I was going to leave that alone, but this seat is pretty much at level with the cockpit. What are we talking here? We're talking about 25 centimetres?
Yeah.
About that?
I can't go any higher because my hip bones are connected to that. If we go any higher.
And in terms of rolling, you're fine with that?
It's easier.
And you're using an ultra short paddle as well. What size are you using for there?
178.
178. So super short paddle, super high side. Can you reach the water if you're short?
Not in the air.
Nice. All right then, that's Darren talking about his random boats here at the moment, and we'll see him out on the water as the competition progresses. Okay, so just at the back here we've got Johnny the exec, the owner of Ride Kayaks. He's by his mind. I'm not sure if I'll get past. Just shuffle through. Quick! Here he is. It's Johnny exec. Tell us something exciting.
Poo standing up.
He had a poo standing up. That's unbelievable.
Proper leg burn. It's finished me for the day. Nothing satisfying about it at all.
Really? You're gonna have to start again. More tomorrow.
You couldn't take a book with you.
You couldn't.
That's bad enough.
What are you reading at the moment?
Mike Tyson.
Oh really? War and Peace. Well done. Hello Bitty, how are you? Just about to go out for my IC rep out there. It's not looking really at its best at the moment, if I'm honest with you. Tide's right in, very little wave, so, and surfing a longboat, so always a problematic thing with the sand, longboat, small waves. So we'll go and see what we can do.